This is the 2018 Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone Hogwarts Great Hall, and I'm gonna let you know whether you should still search it and find it. Retired in 2021. Let's see what it's all about. Now, with it being Harry Potter Lego season starting right now, I thought we'd kick it back with the 2018 set. This set has 878 pieces. I was able to pick it up for about $130, which is pretty reasonable for this set, and it comes with a really great amount of 10 minifigures. Now I'm going to talk about all the minifigures and if they're rare or not, and where else maybe you can find some of these other minifigures. The first one up, we have Albus Dumbledore, and unfortunately, he's not a one of one. You see this one in a couple other sets, but it's still a really cool one with his red robes and his gold pattern going all the way down. Also, pretty unique that he has gray hair. Believe it or not, Albus Dumbledore has more white hair in his minifigures than he does gray ones. Next up, we have Hagrid, and unfortunately, again, it's not a very special Hagrid. He has been made a few times, but this is the best Hagrid that they've ever made. He has a really great coat with the design on the front, his pink umbrella, and the lantern, just like he is in the Philosopher's Stone when he is at the boats. Now, here we run into a one of one Professor McGonagall Minerva. This is actually a really great minifigure only because she's never been made before. This is the only set that it is in, and it's 2025 right now, and I haven't seen her since. So, if you definitely do like to collect all the professors, you're going to have to track down this set just to find her. Now we have Professor Quirrell, and this is a one of one, but in the new Great Hall, he is made again, which I'm really happy about that they made the 2024 Great Hall with him in it. It's really a great minifigure because it's so rare. Technically, it's the only movie he's in, so you're really not going to see this minifigure very often. And then, of course, on the backside, you have Voldemort's face, and I think they did a pretty good job on this one. So, one of one, definitely worth buying. And then the last minifigure that we're going to talk about on its own is Nearly Headless Nick, and it's a one of one again. The reason why this one is actually kind of special, it's not really worth a lot, but it does have the leg print all the way going to the torso, and it just looks like a really cool minifigure, especially because it hasn't really been made before. And he's in every single movie, he's in every single book, so he's actually a pretty big character in the entire series, and they just don't really make him too often. And then rounding out all of the minifigures are all of the students, which is Draco, Hermione, Harry, Ron, and Susan. And believe it or not, the only one that's actually pretty rare is actually Susan Bones. This is the only set that this particular minifigure is made. She has been made before, but as far as this minifigure, it's one of one. All the other students, as far as the main characters, they have been made before, some more than other, of course. Harry being the most made in all of these minifigures. But if you don't own any of these or you only own a couple of them, the gray sweaters really stand out and it's definitely should be part of your collection if you're a Harry Potter fan. Now, a couple little knickknacks you get in this set. You get Hedwig the Owl, Scabbers the Rat, you get the sorting hat as an accessory, and you get Albus Dumbledore's Fox Phoenix. You also get a boat that holds a couple minifigures, just like in the movie, to give it a little play feature. And let's not forget about the Basilisk, which I thought it was kind of cool when they brought that out in 2018, but it doesn't even compare to the newer one. The newer one is just so much better and it looks better. The black with the silver and the I just don't understand what they were thinking back then. Getting into the details of this set, it is not as big as the new 2025 one, but when this one came out, it was a decently good size set for a Harry Potter set. The gray roofed ones are kind of my favorite. The throwback green roofed ones are definitely really great, but there's a ton of detail in this set. We're going to talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to show you every little square inch of this set to see if you really like it, and maybe you should go buy it yourself. Now, the first thing that sold me on this set wasn't really the tower or the minifigures, is all of the windows and how the great door kind of just stands out. And they made it extra big, just like they did in the movies. But the windows all along the side and then the windows along the back side, while you're building this, may seem like a little, too much, or it's just the same thing over and over again. But honestly, the building experience on this doesn't feel like that at all, and I can actually appreciate the way it looks because of the display feature of this set. The front side looks so clean compared to the messy backside of the play features and all the details. Depending on how you display it, I display mine with the buildings outward and the inside the cabinet. But again, you can display it how you want. Moving on to some of the play features of this set, one of the really cool ones is the Mirror of Era set, and you can actually get the mirror in real life. You're just gonna have to come out of pocket about 500 bucks. Totally worth it if you ask me. Out of the four sides, one of the sides is Ron, and he's Quidditch captain holding the Quidditch cup. Then you have Professor Quirrell holding the Philosopher's Stone, and then you have Albus Dumbledore's with his socks, which was a funny little feature that they added here. And then, of course, Harry Potter with his mom and dad, a very cool little part that they added to this set. Some other little features are, of course, it wouldn't be a Harry Potter set without a frog, or a hidden frog, if you ask me. There is the gold frog right there underneath the staircase. And one of the other play features is the stairs do move kind of in a cheesy lower end Lego way, where it just kind of moves up and down. Some of the newer sets have some better features for sure, but this one is just kind of a stair set that goes back and forth. Now, with the big size of this set, the rooms are really tiny. The potions and the attic room just don't really make sense as far as play features are concerned. But the Great Hall definitely has a lot of room for a lot of minifigures in here. Has the big fireplace, the big professor table where you could throw all of the minifigures on there. Now, touching on one of the last features are the banners. They just flip back and forth so you can pick the winner at the end of the school year. The new set doesn't really have that. They have the banners all up against the wall. So this one is a cool little play feature just to touch on real quick. And then lastly, I promise we're almost done here, is you can add this set to the Whomping Willow set. If you already have it or if you don't have it, it's kind of a little expensive for the amount of pieces that you get, but you combine these two sets, it looks really good together. And as you can see here, there are a ton of minifigures when you combine both sets with so much play feature and just a lot of really cool add-ons to the set that I love when Harry Potter does this. Some other series or themes like Star Wars, you just don't really add too much together. Harry Potter is totally different. All right, now I feel like we deep dived into this set. We went over every little nook and cranny, all of the pieces and extras. Again, you could probably find this set for about $130 to $170, around that range. Is it worth it to you? I do not know. I wanted it because the newer sets were coming out, and I wanted it for some of the very special minifigures that you may never see again. All in all, the building experience of this was so great. The Philosopher's Stone is such a great movie. I know a lot of people don't rank it in their top three, but nonetheless, it's still a really good set. The price, the minifigures, and the build all check off to me. Is it worth it for you to go find this one? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, stay tuned. A lot of more Harry Potter coming out this month. See you guys on the next one.